Hello, you're watching a little segment that I like to call
5 questions and a magic lesson. Let's spend some time with these famous magicians who just happen to be my friends.
Amazing magician, creator of viral videos, hands down the best card thrower in the world, Rick Smith Jr., person who actually inspired me to start throwing cards. I'm so happy to say hello to him. Hi Rick, how are you doing? First question, how many years have you been doing magic and card throwing?
I have been performing magic for about 33 years, and I've been performing card throwing for about 20 years. I started when I was 7 years old performing magic, and card throwing came as an accident when I was playing college baseball here in the US.
What is the most amazing thing about your career, personally for you?
Well, back in 2002, I broke the Guinness Book of World Records for throwing a playing card the farthest in the world, which was 72 yards at a speed of 92 miles per hour. Now, I broke this world record while I was playing baseball in college, and I never expected it to basically go viral before viral was a thing. And it was crazy. Everybody was calling, BBC radio station interviews, TV show interviews, lots of different newspapers. And that was the moment that this card throwing and magic career took off. So it's been about 18 years now that I've been performing professionally as a card thrower magician.
When I watched your videos, how you throw cards and do it perfect, it looks impossible. But is it really hard to do that?
I use my baseball background. Again, with this card throwing, I hold the card with my 2 fingers. I put my thumb on top and my fingers below, and I snap my wrist. The harder I snap my wrist, the farther the card goes. And I feel anybody could do this. There's one magician in Lithuania that had a Guinness World Record. I'm not going to mention any names, but I think I broke his world record.
You have done so many card throwing trick shots. What is your personal favorite one?
Well, I think the biggest trick shot that I've ever done, or the most difficult, was on a YouTube channel here in the US called Dude Perfect. I had one of the DP members take an olive, throw it up into the air, and I successfully sliced the olive into 2 in midair. And when they had me come back onto their channel 3 years later, they wanted to try to do something a little bit more difficult. So I proposed throwing a pea, a little green pea. I was successful. They threw the pea up in the air, and I sliced it into a million pieces. It exploded. So I feel that was probably the trick shot that started it all.
Okay, Rick, I have to ask this. You are uploading videos on YouTube regularly. You do insane YouTube collaborations. You release your own playing cards. You're on TV all the time. You do 500 shows a year. You have a family. You have 3 kids. How do you do that? How many hours in a day do you have?
Well, as of right now, I have a very supportive family. I only spend about an hour a day, as of right now, working on videos. Typically, I'm performing 600 shows a year, and I'm not around my family as much as I am now during a pandemic. So it's been great. I've been able to spend the holidays with my family. I've been able to watch my kids grow up, which I don't ever want to miss. So
awesome. Thank you so much, Rick. Now, can you teach us some magic?
let me teach you how to accurately throw a playing card. Now, who would have ever thought that throwing a playing card would launch my career? You take a playing card. What you want to do is you want to make scissors with your throwing hand. You're going to clip the top of the card like this. As you can see, these fingers are kind of bent and the thumb's over here. What I'm doing now is I'm placing the thumb on top of my pointer finger. I bend these two back. Now I take the card, which I have a solid grip. There's tension here. It's not just falling out of my hand. I actually have a grip. So now I am in the US in a baseball position of throwing a curveball. So in a curveball, you're taking a baseball, which I have right here. In baseball, to take a curveball, you're kind of holding that same position that you saw me with the playing card. And that last step, I'm flicking down. Now this is how I would throw a curveball. So in the exact same way, the card, I have the same grip, and I'm snapping my fingers down. And that's why if you watch my videos in slow motion, you'll actually see the fingers kind of like do one of those, because it's the exact same motion. So as soon as I release that ball, I'm right here and release that ball, the follow through, those fingers are going to be moving. So if you want to practice throwing playing cards, start simple, get a good grip, bring your wrist back, and flick it.
Rick, you are the best. Thank you so much for your time. And as we Lithuanians like to say, ačiū viso gero.
Ačiū viso gero.